Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Berserk manga read-through, where today we are reading Volume 28. It's just been a little bit of time since Volume 27. Time got away from me, and I also went away for a few days, so I wasn't able to record or read any Berserk as much as I was wanting to. So as always with the Berserk videos, I appreciate your patience, and I've been just as excited to get into and continue the story, especially with this beautiful looking cover art on Volume 28, looking at the Berserker armor with the Dragon Slayer over his shoulder as he's like perched up in front of the full moon. It's such a great looking image. I love it so much. So Volume 28 of Berserk. Let's scroll through and have a look. So we've been getting artwork at the beginning of all of the recent volumes, which has been really cool. I have no idea who this is. This doesn't look like... The face does not look like Casca's, but it's got like the wild hair of Casca's but longer. I don't know who that is, so that's just new art, maybe a new character that's getting introduced this volume. And then we've got our lovely group walking off into a beautiful looking sky, and the volume 27, the last chapter, closed out really beautifully with this group, and I really loved that. I really loved that chapter. So let's have a look at the artwork for volume 28 inside, which is arriving through Castle Gates. I'm not sure where we are. We'll have to see. We've got our group. I believe these are the same descriptions. I believe these are the same descriptions that we've read last time. So it's just going through our gang, and then Griffith and Zod. Perfect. Okay. Oh, and another thing. That's another thing. We're in a new chapter now. We're in the Falconia chapter. There you go. So we've moved on from the Holy War, and it is now moved into the Falconia chapter. So I believe the final chapter of last volume was actually the beginning of the Falconia chapter, I believe. So we're in it now. A closing of a chapter and entering a new storyline, or new stories to take place with our group. So let's continue. Looks like they're at the beach at nightfall. Shiaka. Hey, let's go back, Shiaka. The ocean's kind of creepy at night. I say hey. Proclaimed omens. Out for a stroll? It's definitely hard to catch any sleep in this moonlight. Guts. You can't sleep either? Pretty much. Why must you wear your sword? It will overtax you. Habit. I just can't relax without it. We've known that Guts sleeps with his sword ever since he's been a child. Your wounds might hurt, but even a forced rest would help. Put yourself in our shoes. I don't care much for the night sea. Hey, you listening? When you stare out at it, it gets to feeling like you'll be sucked to the bottom of those pitch black swells. I have never seen the sea before. My mistress spoke of it. She said it leads to the astral world. Ooh. Beautiful, graceful, ominous, and dreadful. A spectacle that touches everyone's heartstrings in such a way. Such a place must be connected to the astral world, she said. Oh, the whole... And look, here's a seashell. Put your ear to the seashell and you can hear the ocean. All I did at the time was imagine it, but standing at the seaside like this, I understand what she meant for the first time. I'm now in a place I don't recognize. Though it's been but several days since then, it feels like I've come a very long way. I've set out upon a journey without return. You're trying too hard, you know. Just, boop. The old pat on the hat. You only distract yourself like that. So cleverly set in your own ways, worrying about everyone but yourself. I would never. If you keep that up now, as a kid, you'll be old before your time. I bet you'd know all about that. I mean, yeah. You needn't worry. When through death we magic users part with a loved one, it carries a different meaning than for you of the physical world. To us, who live in both worlds, death is not an end, but an emergence into a new great existence. It is never... Shirka. Never cause for sadness. And then she'll be crying because she's, you know, mourning the loss of her mentor. She runs away and her hat falls off in the wind. Oh no, she runs into Guts. Look how tall he is compared to her. Oh damn. I feel relieved in a way. Good. My eyes and nose sting from the sea breeze. To be honest, so do I. All over. You are pushing yourself. That, like, sly Guts smirk. Look how fast you're growing up. Oh, what are you doing? Never would have guessed her first one would be an older guy like him. Maybe some kind of father complex. We got daddy issues Shirka over here, apparently, according to her. Hey, Ivalera. But I guess he is a lot better than the other two. One's a pushover housemaid and the other's out of the question. Oh, and a monkey at that. What are you talking about? A girl's first flowering feelings for this wild older man. I'm tickled pink, it's so lovely. Puck and Ivalera are just as bad as each other, honestly. Elves. And then shoves her in her hat to shut her up. What is it? Company. You. Still surviving, huh? I could say the same for you. God damn. When he just, like, casually strolls up, he pulls up, baby. There he is. This person. I've been owing you lots of favors lately. Not like that's new. So for now, anyway, thanks. So what brings you here today? I doubt it's to check on my recovery. Don't tell me that your being here means there's an apostle nearby. Color fades from the eyes. The tongue loses taste. Shivering plagues the fingertips. What? How'd you know that? It's an omen. Each time you wear that armor and fight as the Berserker, light, voice, warmth, you will come to lose many things. That sounds about nasty enough for a cursed item from our place. No. Sounds nasty, alright. As always, you talk like you know everything. Thanks for the warning, but sorry, that ain't gonna happen. I'll never lose myself that way again. Next time I'll show you I can handle this thing with temperance. As he says, it will not happen again. What's with you? I won't let that happen. You were the one who helped us at Clythoth in the Forest of the Spirit Tree. Don't steal my thunder. In that respect, you were most helpful. But begging your pardon, just what kind of relationship did you have with my mistress? Skull Knight lore, let's go. So another thing that was mentioned in comments is I think it was Slan or another one of the god hand that refers to Skull Knight as Your Majesty when they meet, when they talk. And then there's a you know, we went into that whole history way back when of a specific king, and so I guess I'm being nudged in that way that they may be connected in that way. We'll just have to see how we go in terms of who Skull Knight actually is and that Skull Knight lore. But yeah, like in shots like this, for example, like this is what I was talking about. You can see that like the skull, like here. I needed to get my cursor up. The skull here looks like it's, you know, got. It could come up and it would be like a helmet because it looks like it's got like screws in the side of it or something. Yeah, it seems as if Skull Knight, has been hinted at being some sort of previous old school royalty who used to wield the Berserker armor himself. She claimed the Berserker armor was a very dangerous fetish and prudently applied a seal to it, yet she always gazed upon it somewhat longingly. Is not this suit of armor something once worn by yourself? Which takes Guts by surprise. You are quite shrewd, as I should expect from the dearest student of the Witch of the Spirit Tree Forest. Indeed, that armor is something I once wore, in the distant past, when we lived within the reason of time. The reason of time? That means we were friends, exactly like the two of you now. This is such an interesting thing, because I don't know if it's intentional, but it's like, there's always a part of me that's gotten like this vibe that like Guts and Skull Knight are very like similar in ways. And it's cool that we're at like a part of the story where we have Skull Knight, who is friends with, the main, Witch of the Spirit Tree Forest, and then we've got Guts and Shiaka that are now companions as well, and it's like this weird, it's like poetry moment. But yeah, it's cool to see. The odd that dwells in that armor is as a flame which never dies out, even once contained, the coals yet smoulder. Given the chance, it will explode into hellfire, even with an applied talisman. Never make light of it. If you wish to continue existing as a human, that is. Thanks for the kind words. While you're at it, could you fill me in? Why'd the apostles attack the old lady's mansion? The Hawk has but one goal. You should know it better than anyone. He now exists beyond the reason of the physical world, where no one in the mortal realm can threaten him. It would be akin to someone in a story challenging the one who wrote it. It cannot be done. Someone in the story challenging the one who wrote it. Guts looks directly through the pages and he's like, Miura! Yeah! I'm attacking the author now. To stand and confront the Hawk, one must also exist outside the story. Guys, so let's call it now, right? The ending of Berserk will be Guts needing to leave the pages of the Book of Berserk itself. He will transcend page, become reality, and shove his Dragon Slayer into Miura's manuscripts in order to kill Griffith once and for all. He can no longer be written. That's how you defeat it. Then the reason my mistress was all the more so as powerful a wielder of magic. He must have considered one witch to be more of an obstacle than a host of 10,000. That's unforgivable. Shiaka, if you continue on with your journey, you'll soon encounter the apostles again. What do you mean? And then, perhaps leading them will be the Hawk. Guts. He's doing his anime fist clench. He's coming. Ooh, the heart beating with the slight eye of the beast right there. And he's like, I'm not going to let myself be consumed. Oh, it's coming up the back of the cloak. Look at this. Oh, that's fucking cool. He's like, I'm not going to be consumed by this again. I'm going to show temperance. And then he allows himself to give into this feeling about Griffith coming. And he's like, I can't focus anymore. And then the beast is trying to consume him. Guts! Interesting. And he's got to slap his cloak back into shape so it'll not turn into a beast. To protect or to contend, you will continue to query your own soul. It's your fate as a man who stands in the interstice. However, I offer this hope. Elfhelm, the land you seek, the lord of the elves who sits there, is called King Hanafubuku. Okay? King Hanafubuku. King Hanafubuku? You know him? I've heard that name. Who? He is the king of the elves, reputed in legend to have immense power, and that name is recorded not only in grimoires, but also many poems and stories. That bastard never said a word. Puck just saying nothing. How careless of me that the one governing Puck's homeland would be such a high elf. No way, say it ain't so. That little chestnut's king couldn't be... With his powers at hand, it might be possible for your partner, for the branded girl, to regain her mind. Oh, Casca regaining her mind arc. Please. No way. Ooh, that's a cool way to end a chapter. For the branded girl to regain her mind. About time, dude. About time. And we've had too much mindless Casca. Look at this beautiful image straight away. Alright, Casca chapter. The Boy in the Moonlight. The Boy in the Moonlight. That's an interesting chapter title. Is that true? You have my word. Casca will come back. That's my girl right there, dude. Oh man, I miss Casca so much. What a cool shot. For real? You're happy now, but you're gonna have to snatch him away. Guts. But don't forget, that's only after you pass through the ordeal that's to befall. And more than anything, there's no guarantee your wish will be her wish. Far out. Is she walking up to Guts right now? No? Oh, what? Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? The Boy in the Moonlight? Is that what this is? Why do they look the same? Did Casca get reincarnated on a beach or something as a child and then will grow up? I don't know. What the fuck? Why do they look the same? Am I crazy? Is it just the hair? I think the eyes are the same too, though. What the fuck? Is this Are we in a vision right now? Is Casca imagining her younger self or something? But there's a pee-pee, and it says The Boy in the Moonlight. Casca is a young boy? I'm confused. Okay. Let's continue. Let's search for answers in what's happening right now. Casca! Really? You took her to relieve yourself, and she walked off? As always, not the quickest horse in the herd there, Farney. Dude. Isidro, don't bring up horses around Farnese. It's a bit of a sore subject. I don't know what to say. Maybe this is a bad idea after all. Being a witch and her babysitter makes for a full plate. But, Lady Farnese, at least wear this hood. You will catch a cold. This is so complicated. Where have Guts and the others gone at a time like... There! Huh? Oh, that's so cute. What the fuck is going on? I'm so confused. Look at them both. What is happening? Everyone... Is something the matter? Well, that. What the fuck? Who is he? We don't know. Lost, perhaps. All alone out here, and naked to boot. Perhaps he was robbed? What the? What is this boy? I sense a mysterious odd. Yo, this is weird. Anyway, let us return to the cabin. The child will freeze out here. There is good news you should all hear. Good news? Something wrong? No. Must be my imagination. Yeah, whenever there's a scene like this where it says, must be my imagination, it never is it? Who's up there? Casca might be able to... For real? Yes. King Hanafubuku is said in legend to be a great elf king. I think there is little doubt. Now we just need to wait and see if Puck says anything about this. Legend. That king where you're from's amazing. You smart, Alec little chestnut head, why'd you keep quiet? Show off like you. He must not have known. I love his expressions in moments like this, so good. This is wonderful news, Guts. What is happening here? It's adorable. What the hell? I'm so interested. There's no guarantee that your wish will be her wish. She just instantly was like, this child is my boy now. You know, just my boy. And now Casca's just being a mother. Look, they got matching ponytails. The Moonlight Boy. Well, that throws an interesting spanner into the works, doesn't it? Guts? Yeah. Still, she's acting like she's funny. They certainly have grown attached. What's your name? Where'd you come from? And just squeezes Casca tighter. What a change in attitude, weird kid. Let's check around local villages tomorrow. FX, stare. Just staring into Guts. And then quickly turns away. And then looks again. And then quickly turns away. I think it's incredible. And again, I'm going to point out how much I love how Miura handles movement in his still images, whether it's action or otherwise. And I love how animated his pictures are. I love how animated his artwork is, where like it's just so effective. Where you can see the personality and the movement of this scene so well, and I think that's really good. I've always loved my. I've always loved reading through this and only ever rarely feeling a bit confused by movement on pages. It's, like, for the most part, very, very always well communicated, and even in subtle little things like this. What's that all about? Oh. And then starts tugging at the cloak. Hey. Sneaky little bugger. What? Don't just watch, do something. Maybe your armor fascinates him. No sweat. It don't wear out anyway. Hey, come on. Casca screams out and grabs him. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, and then he goes to fall on the knives, and they both grab him at the same time. Look at this imagery here. And they both grab him together. But then Casca snatches him away. It's like a family, sorta. You know? Oh, this is really weird. So they're really kind of playing on the Casca having a lot of parallels with this Moonlight Boy in terms of like appearance and hair, and then they're also kind of really going, look, they're like a family. unfortunately, the child that Casca and Guts did have wasn't looking anywhere near as elegant. And that demon baby that protected Casca for all of that time ended up becoming part of the egg that birthed the new world, which then Griffith used that as a way to come into the world as he is now. But now we have this. Hey, Shirka, do something. Get in there. Take what yours. Love's a battlefield. Again? Battlefield. Do you think love can bloom on a battlefield? Interesting. And Casca just giving him that venomous growl. Interesting. And they're just immediately so attached. Yeah, oh, and there you go. And then while Guts sits there looking there, we go back to the demon baby. But it can't be the same thing, can it? Because the demon baby became part of the egg. Ugh. The last I caught sight of him was at the Tower of Conviction. It was just for an instant, but I'm sure it was him. He must still be wandering around, alone somewhere in the night. Maybe the... Oh. Okay, maybe Griffith didn't use the demon baby in the way that I thought during that moment, but when the egg birthed a new world, maybe it healed the baby. Maybe it healed the child. And it became this? So this could actually be Griffith... Sorry. This could actually be Guts and Casca's child. I almost said Griffith's child again because of the whole thing that happened during the eclipse. About how Griffith corrupted the baby. Yes, I meant to say Guts and Casca's child, but like healed by the power of the egg, birthing a new world. My brain's just running all over the place with theories now of who the fuck this baby, who the fuck this. I guess it seems pretty clear to me that it might be demon baby, maybe healed, which makes that Guts and Casca's child. Strange. Okay. This is one of those, is this going to be like a crocodile apostle that's washing up to go and cause some havoc? I'm going to assume it's one of those crocodile dudes that we saw before that was like a guard that started fucking up those people in the sewers. Familiars. Next chapter, chapter 239. Yeah, here we go. Brains bleeding through the talisman. Fog. Apostles on their way. But now they've got another child to protect. So now, while it's already dangerous enough protecting Casca in her current state, there's now a small Casca with the same thing. Guts. What is it? There's a whole bunch of them. Something's coming. Hidden in the fog. Fun. It's been a while since we saw any action. The usual wraiths, perhaps? The talismans are flawless. That should not be possible. This odd is closer to the monsters who attacked the mansion of the spirit tree than to wraiths. It does feel like apostles? Here they come. Oh shit, man, they wasted no time either. Hello, we would like to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. Not wasting any time. What's this friggin' huge lizard? A dragon? No, this is a crocodile, an animal from a foreign land. It's Kashan related, baby. Let's go. It stood up. Crocodiles are crazy. What? It's got a goddamn harpoon too. And it be eating it. Get him, Isidro. Oh, Gunt's shooting him right in the eye. Nice. Yeah, that was just one of them. What in the world? This was produced by some kind of spirit dwelling in the animal. A magical life form. A kind of so-called familiar. But just who would... We have trouble. A whole swarm of them. Ivalera, you got it. Good to go. Cool, putting up the symbols. Tonight is a full moon. The time when the power of magic is most manifest. Even though this is not a church or holy ground, I can still affix the formation of the four kings. Please buy me a little time until the completion of the spell. Full moons get my blood going too. Alright, Beast Boy. Fun easy. Please see the casker and the child. Keep it together now, servant. Yes, ma'am. So cute. Okay. Gotta bandage my hand to this sword so it never comes off. Okay. Firmly grasp it! No. Firmly grasp it! It's just like such a fucking... Oh my god. Guts, in your shape. You're still... Just leave it to the other two. I'm fine. This will be perfect for getting back into practice. A full moon is also when a person's mind is most unhinged. Be extra cautious. Time to get a little unhinged with that berserker armor, Guts. Couldn't get outside if you wanted to, there's so many. So I think it's feeding time. Nice. Throwing them the berries. Sweet, they burst open, as good as the bombs. Full moon limited time magic blowout. Oh, and here we go. Serpico embracing the wind elementals. He flew! Like laundry dancing on the wind. That's so cool. It does seem to function better than usual. Nice. So they've got their full moon magic power-up. Which I guess is the image on the cover of volume 28, is Guts in the berserker armor in front of the full moon. So his armor would be quite powerful too, as a result. Hurrah! My style of swordplay! Insta-kill? Almost gets jumped on. Bastard! It reads my moves! Fear the crocodile! Nuh-uh. You rolled towards its mouth. It's got a low posture to begin with. You might as well have been bait rolling. First, hit it with magic berries, then attack after it flinches. Too many details. I don't think you'll fill its stomach though. You're just bite-size. Ah, fine then! Shoots it in the mouth. It explodes, rolls under the belly, slices its gut. Nice work. Oh, and then stabs it with the fire dagger. Hell yeah. Hey, don't stop, move! Close one. Gave it a mad case of indigestion. Let's go. Repeat not the same mistake. I love Yoda Puck coming back. Yoda cameo. I love that they just keep putting him in there. You're really acting like a master today. Right, so like that, and damn, there's a lot of them. They're slower in trolls, but bigger and tougher. This could be a problem. Don't worry about it, baby. Black Swordsman coming in. And there it is. Without a doubt, anytime Guts walks on the screen, on the page, with his sword, and he's ready to do an attack, he's going to do that signature move. Horizontal side swipe across a whole group of characters at once, cutting them all in half. There's like literally a full collection that you could accumulate of just the panels where Guts does that one move, and it's always successful. So good. Wow, it's like he's totally recovered, but yeah, he's not feeling so hot on that arm. And this is him trying to not, I guess, rely on letting the armor consume him right now. Alright. Wow, we breezed through that chapter. Actually, that was a quick combat chapter. With the crocodiles. Supernatural fog is the next one. 240. We're still in the fight with Serpico slicing and dicing some sushi for later. Isidro's doing great. I love how each different party member has their own like little things. Like it's really cool. They're all very useful to each other. All these goddamn harpoons. No match for the whirlwind of that sword. Oof! Right through the skull. Nice. I feel it. It's sniffing the scent of blood. It's aiming for a chance to be released. Don't yield your mind to it. Keep your head cool. What a clean swipe. Draw out the minimum power of the armor. Only control the pain enough to move freely. The one holding the reins is me. Hurry! Hurry! Oh god. Here's one's here. What are the men doing? Do something new. Turn it into a bag. Crocodile hide. Dude, okay. Makes eye contact with the Moonlight Child and says, alright, I'll come back later. This is totally the demon baby. It's gotta be. So this is the demon baby, I guess not like reincarnated, but reincarnated from the egg. And now, like, this is actually Guts and Casca's child. How it would have looked if it didn't come out as demon baby. Because it's still protecting Casca. It's made his way back to her. And it's able to still protect her in these ways. What just happened? That's so cool for the story. I just can't wait to see how that's going to continue though. Magto, Arteg, Gepla, Gedula, Le, Oram. Ah yes, here it is. Protection spell. So cool. Always got to be so damn flashy. Beautiful. At night, it looks like an aurora. Everyone, are you alright? Of course we are. For now, at least, this cabin is secure. But they are not like the trolls, who have only astral bodies. Though they are warped, their bodies are of flesh. The spiritual sensitivity of their astral bodies wrapped, and the membrane called matter is quite dulled. There is a limit to the efficacy of the bulwark against them. If they continue to advance on it, eventually... In other words, take care of these things before that? That'll take too long. These familiars do not possess the willpower to act individually. There is sure to be a nearby spellcaster controlling the mob. If you defeat him... Where's he at? I'm now searching. Puck! Spark! Just do it quick, Miss Witch. Interesting, so there's a spellcaster controlling them from a distance. Was that what he might have... Was that what Guts might have sensed at the top of that cliff before, and he thought he was just imagining it? That beast wants to take over. God damn, the way that it climbs up the back of the cloak is such a cool image. So many of them. Nasty. Time out. Wait. Oof. God damn. Still nothing? Ooh, the teeth. Follow the flow of Odd. There. Behind the rocks on the shore. Okay. Serpico goes for it. Oh, it's a bunch of them. Kushan. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh my god. No hesitation, man. Just like one swipe, 4 bodies. Just a straight decapitation session. And now the crocodiles are like, huh? We just be simple crocodiles. Where are we, mate? Where are we, mates? Quick, crikey, head back to Australia. Get out of here. The familiars. We won? Fuck, man. Guts is struggling. Okay. If we're gonna beat it, now's the time. Wait. Not yet. These are Kushan? Oh, God. The, what's his face? Coming out of... Okay, what the fuck? Fog? That's, I've forgotten his name already, but that's like the guy, you know, just the guy. He turned himself into a giant cloud. Mr. Emperor Man who thinks he can challenge Griffith. What the fuck is going on? Everyone move away from there now. What gives? Are there fish walking around this time? What the fuck? What the fuck? Dude, okay. Fish elephant monster. Okay, look at that trunk. That's fine. This is fine. Chapter 241. Let's see. Sea beast. Mukara. Yep, that is a sea beast, alright. What is that? Giant monster. I do not know, but as with the familiars, it too is a life form produced by an ethereal body inhabiting some kind of animal? What the fuck? Okay. Ah, crap, here it comes. There's some animal like that? It's bigger than an ogre. Kaiju. If it were just an ethereal body, perhaps, but my bulwark cannot stop an object that huge. If it storms us, the cabin and everything else will be flattened. We can run. We can't run. It's blocking the direct path to the beach. Guts is gonna have to go berserk mode. Aim for the eyes. Yeah, but then you're just gonna get snotted upon. Serpico literally just got washed away by trunk snot. Right into the cabin. Serpico! That was careless. Thanks to the spirits, my life was spared. The caster controlling it is... at sea! No use, too far away. Oh, okay. So someone then... Okay, so another spellcaster even further back was able to then... Okay. Crazy. Talk about strength. I don't even care about the bulwark. It's too dense. Spiritual spells alone won't work. Your magic ain't working. You be quiet, monkeys. Physical phenomena have to accompany the spell. Oh man. Our mans is struggling right now. Guts, you mustn't. If you continue fighting. Yep, here it is again. Ooh, man. Dude, what a spread. Holy shit. And he shoves the sword right in the eye and just like strikes it out. In one of our other classic Miura staples that makes it into this panel is the eyeball popping out of its socket in such a beautiful way. Boop! While the crew just looks on. We do love an eyeball popping out of a monster. He really performed a surgery on an eyeball. Oh. Ooh. Far out. Wow, he's not given an inch with that huge thing. Looks like Guts is back to his old self. Think this'll work out? No. Because Guts is fighting this beast, but he's fighting himself at the same time. He's fighting those demons, but those demons got hands, baby. Look out! Oof. That gonna hurt so bad he about to go berserk mode. Ready? Uh-oh. Bastard! And threw the berries and it made it flinch, but it didn't do anything. Here it comes. I'll make sashimi out of you. Guts is about to do his anime moment. Here it comes. Oh. Dude, that's so fucking cool how the helmet forms by the beast making its way through the cloak. Like, it's just such a fucking unique... Like, it's not a transformation, in like a anime sense of the word, but it kind of is. And here it comes. The armor starts forming. So the bandages start to come off of his arm, and then the armor clasps around it, and then he's like swallowed by it. And then there's like an explosion. I guess it is really like a transformation. Fucking hell. And he just leaps from where he was and plunges that sword right into the eye. God, that's so fucking cool. And what I really like, really genuinely like about the Berserker armor, is it is not some bullshit overpowered thing that Guts can whip out whenever. I really like the balancing aspect of this thing is fucking dangerous. Like, and it has an immense physical toll on his body and his mind. That it's not just something that he can just tap into and go, don't worry guys, I've got Super Saiyan now, and I can just go Super Saiyan and fuck everything up, and then if something is stronger, I will just go Super Saiyan 2, and you know, it's different. That the Berserker armor is such a danger to Guts' existence that you can tell that when it is coming on screen, when it's coming on the page right now, it is out of a very desperate, very last minute attempt to save his friends, and it is not just whipping it out because he can. It's like this moment where it's like, it's so cool and such a great moment that he's able to do this, and it looks awesome. But on the other side of the coin, we look at this and we know the stakes. You know, we don't just look at it as cool, flashy transformation to save the day. It's like we look at this moment, we're like, what is going to happen when that armor comes off to Guts? You know, because what are the consequences of him having to tap into this power? And I really like that from a story perspective, because in stories, power creep is always a thing. This one's even stronger than the last one. I need to transform, and you know, it's all of that kind of power creep is in any long-running story, and it's all about how you can balance that. And so far, I'm feeling pretty good about the balancing of having a, you know, very overpowered suit of armor that comes in and can help Guts achieve victory, because we've already been told, you know, or given warnings about what it does from Skull Knight and how Skull Knight used it previously. So I like it. I like it. Man's be fucking up this beast. Oh shit, there it is. And doing this spin move. Spin move to cut that trunk off his face. Guts is now a plastic surgeon, giving nose jobs. Very quick and efficient. Fucking hell. Damn, that's strong. It's inhuman. But now his wounds will again be... Eesh. Yep. Goddamn. I will draw him back. Okay, and then this is another thing. Because he gets consumed by the armor, it takes over, and what has to happen is another cool thing is you can see who's in control based on the helmet. When the beast is in control and Guts has given in to that rage inside of him, it's the beast's eye, very clearly. And then if Guts is actually there, you can see him through the helmet. You can see his own eyes through the helmet instead. So he's had to give in order to save his friends, and now Sheikah has to also be the one to take herself out of the fight to pull Guts back, and it's like this whole balancing act. So we'll go into chapter 242, because Sheikah now has to be the one to again tap in and remind Guts of who he is. The roar of the sea. God damn. What a shot. Oh, and behind the helmet, the roar of the sea. It swells blackly from the expanse of the dark night. It draws me down to the deep seabed. Booming like a roar. Wow. And he dives in, going right through the mouth. Fucking hell, man. Damn. And he pushes himself out. Oh my god. He like fucking jumps in, impales it, and pushes himself out of the other side. My god. And then for good measure, just goes to slice it again. No, he just starts murdering all the crocodiles. Wow, so this is what it looks like to him. So these are the crocodiles like screaming that he's massacring, and to him it just is nothing but jaws, nothing but teeth in the abyss, showing that he's not even able to see straight. His rampages are insane on, like, my god. He just impaled 4 of them in one strike. And the scene where like there's eye contact between crocodile and beast. My god, crazy. At this rate, he's gonna kill every last one of them. That's one sick fighting style though. They're not resisting. He's not hesitating. I feel kind of ill. I hope I'm wrong, but according to legend, those called berserkers inspired fear not only in their enemies, but also among their allies. Not for their relentless fighting style alone, but because, whether friend or foe, they were said to slay everything around them. Because this is all he fucking sees through the helmet right now. Holy shit, man. And again, like what I said before, but even like seeing it now with all of this, it's crazy to see how clearly communicated it is, the effects that the armor has in a negative consequence. Yes, it gives you a massive power boost, but like it's so dangerous. So he's just got like just all the voices going at him, like stay away, cut, kill, loathing, enemy, fear, shoot, slash, chop, kill, attack, hate, you know, through all of it. And Shirka's trying to find him. And here we go. He makes eye contact with his friends, with his group, and this is what they look like to him. They're just silhouettes. Uh-oh, you called it. Hey, aren't you done yet? Shirka. Everyone get back. Serpico. Stop. Oh, man. Oh, and that's how you're going to stop the chapter on me. God damn, chapter 243, I have to continue straight away. I'm hanging on the edge of my seat. You can't stop me there, baby. Superhuman. Janin. What the hell? So this is Shirka, like, being the light, standing in the way. Because, and there you go, like, it goes berserker mode, and, you know, when you're berserker mode, lose control of your actions, your friends can become targets as well. Stop. Not your enemies. Don't be afraid. Touches the armor. Using light to like burn it away to reveal his face again. He springs backwards. What was that? Is he back to normal? I don't know. Strain your eyes. Strain your eyes. Light. Water's surface? Wow, yeah, dude, I love that the beginning of this volume was talking about, like, Shiaka talking about the ocean, you know, and its power and its connection to the astral world. And we've got Guts being consumed by this armor, just diving straight into it, and Shiaka has to then dive in after him and pull him back out of that. Because Guts exists in the interstice, and if he wishes to remain human, you know, if he wishes to remain in the physical world, he's got to not be consumed by the armor, because the armor will take him down further and further into the astral world, where he'll be consumed. Stretch out your hand, Guts. Power of the talisman Shiaka coming in has to, like, pull him out of the armor, you know, like, symbolically and physically, for just to get his, like, head out, you know, like, so the helmet pulls back. Guts, Shiaka, you with it, man? You alright? Son of a bitch! In the end, it was just like he said. Being so set in your own ways, will make you old before your time. Right? The way that Shiaka just brings the message from the beginning of the volume back to him. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, right. I don't know what that's about. But as long as we got her magic, you can get back to normal, right? Good enough then. Are you aware of how serious this is? One wrong move and Guts' life will be endangered. One wrong move and you'll be cut in half. How's that different from any other time? It's sensitive to danger. We might have been in a tight spot, but it was thanks to that armor that we weren't smashed by that huge thing, right? Badass killer moves and such can be risky, that's why they're so awesome. I think so too. We should be genuinely happy with what we've accomplished. We are all aware of the dangers. This is how we have survived this far. That's pretty persuasive, coming from one who hardly accomplishes anything. You girls got a lot in common. You think so? That was no compliment. Talk about awkward, being consoled by a bunch of women and children. Well, we'll leave it at that this time. Just a little further, and I would have... That moment. The light that stopped me. What was that? Oh, was that not Shiaka? Okay, hang on. Let's go back. Those were different. Oh, it's different, right? No shit. I just assumed that this was like Shiaka projecting herself as like a shield for a moment. But hang on. Interesting. So this comes through, and then Shiaka comes in. So I'm going to assume that this must be, because this must be what happened, or like maybe what happens in those moments where you see the child / demon baby in the past, and like the crocodiles or other monsters, for example, how they turn away from the fight when it's just like, you could imagine that there's like a light form of this boy appearing to be like not your enemies or something, or like to deter them or something like that. So when it says what was that, this might be like a projection of the power from that boy. And we're seeing it instead of, we're seeing it like this instead of how we've usually seen it in the past, where it's just like the demon baby protecting Casca. Seems like it anyway. I mean, if we look, this could be, seen as giant wavy hair. We'll see. Isidro, Puck, help me. What? Food gathering? With this much, that means we'll have tons of Yaniniku. We're looking for my equipment that went flying. Before that, we must see to your reopened wounds. And this is an interesting thing as well, is Serpico, in this moment, was entirely ready to stand and protect Farnese and the rest of the crew and fight Guts in the Berserker armor. Which is not which is very brave of him, considering what the Berserker armor is capable of, and he was gonna go up against it. What's going on here? Oh, the kid's gone. What's up, Casca? Where's the boy? Hey, Brat. He was just with the group, wasn't he? Wasn't he just with the group? Interesting that it looks like it's been a while since they've all been on screen. Casca is there. I can't see the boy is there right when this is happening, but then when he gets pulled out, we don't see the boy for a while, so that's clever. So he's gone. It's no use. I see him nowhere. I should find him quickly by his odd, but for some reason... Same here. I even looked under the crocodiles. It's alright. I'm sure he went home. Couldn't be. Yeah, there you go. And then Guts thinking about them being tied together as well. It cannot be helped. Anyway, let's get away from here. Nothing says we have seen the last of these. Come, Casca. Did this thing change shape? The magical element is gone, and it has resumed its original form. Ooh, hello. Watching from a distance. Behind the moonlight boy. Alright, we're going across the sea to the Kashan. Reporting in, Master Daiba. Pashaka mastery of the entire bay shore is complete. I'm aware of that. Tell His Excellency the Land Army General to hurry and advance his forces. Aye. Things would not go this smoothly, using the army's crude methods. An entire peninsula of villages and outlying habitations fully subjugated within a single night, and in secret, not a single fire lit, not a single inhabitant remaining, not even a piece of flesh. But one thing worries me. The thoughts from one group of Harashidata ceased. There should not be anyone in this land who can massacre the Pashaka endowed by His Majesty. No, there can't be. Mans is bloody smoking and he's like pondering who's capable of killing our soldiers. Just this beautiful crew on the beach. That's who. And they're basically walking with a ticking time bomb of rage. What a cool shot though. Amazing. And it's 2:43. That brings 2:43 to a close. We're going to 2:44. I'm liking how this Falconia chapter has started so far though. Navy Yard, chapter 244. That was a really cool storyline. I liked all of that together. And now it looks like we're moving into something else, which I think this must be the cover art for volume 28 when it showed that settlement. Or we're moving into a Navy Yard or something like that. What is that? What is that face? Both Puck and Isidro doing it. It's like, whoa, the fucking lips, dude. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. The crew's rocked up to civilization. Wow. There's an army. There's a number of them. It's actually a muster of armies from all the Holy Seas territories. The great knights of the Tudor Empire and the Kingdom of Bolden, from the east, the royal knights of the duchies of the duchies of Morgar and Wallatoria, the army of the newly established Randell Commonwealth under the Panera Alliance the army of Lana and mercenary groups of Faris, Nisei, and Vratanus, and various others. How do you know that? Because Serpico was a herald of arms. He has every coat of arms of National and Royal Knight troops memorized. Wow, there is a massive collection. Ah, the noise, it split my ears. What's wrong? Nothing. Like thunder. It's just so barbaric. Boys sure do love this stuff. Yeah, gets the blood going. Riot rage. Hey, which army's the strongest? Let me see. Some of my favorite things is the really subtle changes and details that Puck does on panels, and a lot of the time it's like tucked away. Like Puck and stuff will have an encounter, and then the conversation will go elsewhere and it'll be somewhere else on screen, but you look in the background and Puck is still doing something, and I love that continuation. With Midland's forces practically decimated, it must be Tudor's regular army, though I cannot agree with their sense of style. No other nation can put that number of heavily equipped knight brigades into active duty. When it comes to equipment, the Bolden army is on par with Tudor, but that kingdom is currently dealing with a peasant insurrection, so it must not be able to spare many soldiers for this conflict. Randall only in recent years won independence from Bolden. It was originally a settlement where criminals were sent to reclaim it from wetlands, so it is of aggressive and national character, and it could be said to want to demonstrate a firm sense of presence amongst the nations of the Holy See via this conflict. While Morgar and Wallatoria are small, they are located furthest east of the Holy See nations, so they are veterans who have many times crossed swords with the Kashan. Though the countries of Panera are in alliance, they were until quite recently a group of city-states that continue to engage in skirmishes all around the Dominion. So unlike nations with domains, with the exception of Lana, they have no standing armies but hire mercenary bands for each conflict. You're incredible! You weren't just some servant. Knowledge King! I was just a servant. I would not presume to deny that amongst you all. This clamorous preparation for battle. A scent my body knows well. My old home on the battlefield. We're getting all that battlefield lore right now between all of the groups. Because we're weirdly nostalgic to the Golden Age right now. Awesome! It's like Soldier Land! Vratanus flourished as a leading trade city within the Holy See territory in the first place, but now the entire city has become a canteen. Okay, so this is Vratanus. The crowd is bothering me. There are so many smells mixed together. I feel ill. It stinks of human. Are you alright? That's the problem with bumpkins. If you ain't serious, they'll mess with you. Serious city boy? Puck with a bow tie and a suit? City boy? But when there's this many people swarming... they can't even see him. They can't even see him. Why does that seem familiar? Why does that seem familiar? As if someone's done that, as in he's done that to Farnese before, and she couldn't see him. He's like, stealth mode. Hark, brethren, gathered for the holy war. If you've confidence in your skills, come ride with us. We are the band of the Dawnfang. As you know, gentlemen, our deeds of arms include going unbeaten in the Randall War of Independence, as well as defeating a Bolden Heavy Knight Brigade. Who are those flashy guys? Street performers? He's a recruitment barker. That's how mercenary bands enlist troops. The guy on the stand's the leader. The leader does this himself? To choose a mercenary band, you look at the leader first. Does he look dependable? Does he look wealthy? And most important is whether he gets on well with the soldiers. That one looks too high and mighty. Mercenaries aren't patriots or champions of some great cause. It's all about earning enough to eat. Strength is the rule for a mercenary band. But first you gotta see if your boss is on your side or the employer's. Indeed, to mercenaries, war is just business. It is usually the case that they are driven from their homes by war and too destitute to subsist, fight, because they must. So it makes sense that a commander who values his men, even above victory, is more welcome than a great one who wins at the cost of their lives. Your life's on the line either way. The real question's whether you want to risk it for your comrades or just be another pawn. So they should be strong, with a charismatic leader everyone likes. If you're a man, you get ahead by your own skills. Oh, I recall one with charisma. Sir Griffith. The mercenaries he led were the Band of the Hawk. That name. I've heard Guts say it at some point. In the 100-Year War between Midland and Tudor, he never lost to his Tudor opponents. He was the legendary mercenary leader who, after the Band of the Hawk became part of Midland's regular army, brought about the surrender of the impregnable stronghold of Doldry, defeated the Holy Purple Rhino Knights, said to be the mightiest in Tudor's army, and finally led to the conclusion of the war. Silence. Yeah, I know that one. Every man does. So how does no one also know about about Guts and Casca, who were directly below him? Everyone knows about Band Guts. What was the term? It always read really weirdly. Captain Raider Captain Guts. I know that one. Everyone does. Anyway, it's no exaggeration to say it was thanks to hearing that I decided to go down this road. Griffith's exploits inspiring Isidro. Yeah, that Griffith dude was incredible, but... Oh, there we go. What the fuck? He doesn't even know! He doesn't even know! The Band of the Hawks Raiders captain. That guy was wicked strong. How does no one know the name? Did they just conveniently only know that there was like a Raiders captain that was wicked strong, and then also, you know, Casca being as strong as she was and as high up in the group? But it seems that what we're being shown here is the only name worth knowing in the Band of the Hawk was still Griffith's, and everyone else was just, you know, nameless but still had a reputation. The Band of the Hawk's Raiders captain, that guy was wicked strong. I mean, he cut down something like 1,000 opponents. Nothing like the 100-man slayer standing right behind you as you get his story wrong. They say he took down those Primo Rhino guys single-handed. That's exaggerated. But ironically, it can also be said that the discord between Sir Griffith and the King was the cause of the fate Midland faces today. A big rise and a big fall. It's so cool. Oh hey, didn't you used to be a mercenary, Guts? What group were you with? It was a long time ago. I've forgotten. Rumour has it, the Hawks were later destroyed by the King's scheming, but some also say that they remain in Midland and are fighting the Kashan. I do not know the real truth. As a warrior of the Band of the Hawk, I call upon... Oh, sorry, this goes to a flashback. I'll change my voice for that. As a warrior of the Band of the Hawk, I call upon the Black Swordsman in single combat. I guess they only know about Guts being the Black Swordsman. Because obviously Serpico and Farnese hunted the Black Swordsman by that name and title alone. But didn't they, I guess conveniently, none of them knew the Band of the Hawks Raiders captain Guts, just the Band of the Hawks Raiders captain, and by reputation. Crazy. I wonder if that information is ever gonna... I wonder if that information's ever gonna come out. I wonder if Guts will let him know, because this is another cool thing. The Band of the Hawk existed, even when the thing with Griffith and the King happened and he was in prison. The Band of the Hawk still continued under Casca, which is kind of curious that these guys are not aware of Casca at all. But I guess that doesn't play into like sort of like the big exploits and victories during the Golden Age and the Band of the Hawk's heyday. But the Band of the Hawk still persisted, and then Griffith was rescued, the eclipse takes place, and, you know, we go a little bit of time without the Band of the Hawk, because of what happens and Griffith becoming one of the God Hand, but he comes back and reforms the Band of the Hawk, and word is now spreading about the band once again. So we've got, you know, them talking about, rumour has it, the Hawks were later destroyed, but some are also saying that they are in Midland fighting the Kashan right now, and both are true, in a sense. So it's just very interesting how word spreads through lands, because that's how it was back then. But goddamn, I wonder if the truth will come out to the group about the history of the Band of the Hawk and what actually happened, but we'll see. Hold it, girl. Hey, what's with these guys? You mean me? What kind of outfit is that? Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, they kind of do witch burnings. This is going to be a problem. Teacher. Plucked. Alright, I was so used to it I forgot. Oh man. This is the Holy Sea's inner citadel. Right now it's the same as holy ground. We won't let you enter in such an outrageous get-up. Oh, really? This outfit is for performance, good official. Performer. It's not allowed, even for performance. Oh, she's doing magic. Oh, she's Jedi mind tricking him. She Jedi mind tricked him. What's wrong? They're stiff as boards. Now, let us proceed. I hear you, but wasn't that a bad idea? It is alright. I can manipulate the odd of people to divert their attention. Shirka's got the Jedi mind tricks. So she's just going to keep doing it to literally everyone. Quiver in fear. A witch exposed. Yes, the center of attention. Come here. Hey, quit interfering. What is it? We can't have you dressed like that. We got to buy you some normal clothes somewhere. Fucking Puck. My, jealous? Talk about unsightly. Surely you jest. This is normal for me. You'll be burned at the stake. I won't tread so clumsily. I'm not you. Why are you so stubborn? Oh, pushes her back and then her hat. Oh, you pushed her hat off. It got crumpled. Come on, Isidro. Hey, my bad. You're cruel. What? Over a worn-out hat? You should listen to advice. Shirka's got feelings, Isidro. Emergency, I'm dead. Idiot. If you wander around the city like that... Damn it. What's she thinking? That witch. Hey, Droppy, you suck. It's Dropey, evil airhead. That hat and her clothes were handmade by Flora. Everything else is burned in the fire. Handmade. They're mementos, you hear? Making a girl cry. You are a monkey. Shirka, wait. Isidro. Oh, don't feel down. Have a banana? We'll go look for lodging. We've got through transference. So we've got thought transference. And I don't think anyone here could do anything to a genuine witch. But we can't have dinner getting cold. Go bring her back. I'll go with you too. Wait, Shirka. Bless me, she's cute. I say, hey, look at that. Where are you going? Where there are no people. I kinda don't like this place. People everywhere, so much odd. Everything around us is stone. It's so suffocating. I miss the forest. Shirka going where there are no people is not genuinely the safest idea. I end up getting in trouble. What the fuck is that? What's that? Huh? Why is that like horrifying? That's like terrifying. I'm like, what the hell? Chapter 245. Let's find out what this weird thing is. City of Humans. What is this? This is a trap. Hey, what are you? Ooh. Shirka? I don't know, man. This seems like a trap. It screams like a trap to me. Oh. Just a row of hanged men. Oh, yuck, what is all this? Oh, Shirka is feeling, I guess, the odd. Okay. She's feeling that, and that's like this, the noose around his neck. He's feeling the odd of this guy, which must mean he's still alive. Maybe still alive and struggling? Did he just get freshly hanged? That must be his body. Shirka? Move away for a moment, Ivalera. Seeing the life of a slave. What's the matter? Oh no, there you go. So, I was wondering if maybe seeing the odd might mean like he's like just been hanged and he's like struggling and Shirka was going to witness that, but it seems as if she's able to visualize the tormented souls that have all been killed here and their terrible life leading up to their death. Oh, God. Let me down. Set me free. God, that's fucked. Who are you? For what offense were these people hanged? This ain't a good place for children to wander around. What's with the outfit, girl? You supposed to be a witch? Yes, I am. Ah, yes, so you are. These guys are Kashan. But then, Kashan or not, they were slaves living in Vitranis. Slaves. This here Vitranis is a city of merchants. If it'll make money, they'll sell it, anything to anyone. To other countries of the Holy See, the Kashan are just enemy heathens, but in this city, they're also stock. Well, more like livestock. But of course, with this big war on, can't have that anymore. Vitranis here was chosen with pride to be the Holy See's navy yard. Even the city government had no way of letting them stay in the city how they were. Instead, it hanged them like this as sacrifices to promote war sentiment. They weren't criminals or nothing. Guess they were just unlucky. That was the sole reason. People would take each other's lives that unjustly? To pillory corpses is a desecration of the dead. It is impermissible. I will take them down immediately and cremate them. You two will assist me. Is that understood? Wow, they actually did. Wonder if there was any mind control involved in that or just a high charisma check. And she passed. But yeah, obviously they don't believe that she's a witch because she's just a child. She's like, oh, of course you are. Interesting. And they're cremating the bodies and then you see all of the spirits coming out of the fire as they have been set free. And Isidro's just in the fountain looking for her. Do you see someone who looks like this? Hello? Anyone who looks like this? Any luck? Nope. You? Same here. I can't pick out Shirka's presence from all these people. The buildings keep me from searching the sky. I figured she'd stick out with how she looks. This many people and nobody seems to care. I guess all we can do is wait for Shirka's telepathy? She don't respond when we call her anyway. Ah, where's that witch wandering around at? Did you say something about a witch just now? I beg your pardon, but might I hear some more about that? Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, haha, that's just a nickname for a dog that I have. Hey, Shirka. Let's go back. The sun's gonna set. Hey, I said... That big-ass boat. Whoa, what's this? So big. Feels like it's gonna squash us. It's scary. And there's so many. I bet a whole forest of trees wouldn't be enough for these. Why'd they make a thing this big? What do they need? Something this big to carry. Where can't they reach without this? What's that multitude going to do? Have that many people and objects been gathered just to shed blood? This is the world to which they belong. Mistress, in this place, the voices of the spirits are very feeble, drowned out by the voices of the people. Shika is having a massive fish out of water moment. Just a massive fish out of water moment. She's like, there's so many people and I hate it, and that's so fair enough. But I'm hoping whenever the group separates in a big area with a lot of people, you can just hope that nothing goes wrong. The kite and the owl of the wharf. Okay. The kite and the owl of the wharf. Tell me, where exactly is that witch? Who are you? You came out of nowhere. If you want to ask someone something, don't do it from up on your high horse. Pardon me. I'm looking for someone. If you know something regarding that witch, would you tell me? Why is someone like you looking for a witch? Ah, I see how it is. You're going to catch the witch and hand her over to the officials, aren't you? Then you can climb the ladder. Ladder? Don't play dumb. Just look at you. I bet you're some aristocratic squirrely cream puff. I bet you figure if you pull this one thing off, you'll get promoted to knight. That's petty. And then he monkeys on out of there. Oh no, you don't. Wait a minute. Listen to what I... And then Puck comes in. Whoa. Wait a minute. Puck, he dodged it. I think he saw it. I think he could see Puck. What the heck? How'd he dodge that? I was in stealth mode. Not good. We gotta find the witch before he does. Or it's the stake, for real. Then again, she'd just magic up a flood. She's just being pensive in the Navy Yard. Literally just getting crowded by seagulls. Shirka, I'm hungry. Let's go back. Here comes somebody. Okay. Outstanding. Witches really do exist. You're a witch, aren't you? Do I look like one? You bet. I mean, a pointed hat and a wand. And you're talking to animals. Besides, there's her. Yep. So she can see her too. The girl with an elfin toe could only be a witch. This girl. You can see me? There's also what happened earlier. Those Kashan who had been hanged. You set them free, didn't you? They were pretty, like fish swimming in the evening sky. You were able to see that? It was cool, watching you wrap those big grown-ups around. Your finger made me feel much better. Was that magic? It was not so big a... It was just some things akin to suggestion. Yeah, so she did, like, do a bit of magic on him. But don't witches live in forests or on mountains? Why are you here, of all places? I'm on a journey. Alone? Well, you have her, so the two of you alone? No. A lot has happened since we came to this city. It sure is hard, being different than others. And you? Are you of this place? Uh-huh. I guess a lot's happened to me too. See, to put it one way, once upon a time there was an ugly duckling. Oh, I know that fairy tale. A duck. The ugly duckling was different from everyone else, so she was ostracized, you see. The ugly duckling was, a swan. She was a kite. Eh? One day, a nasty murder of crows attacked the ducks' pond. The meek ducks couldn't even fly away, so they just quacked in terror. Everyone was captured. The young kite was convinced she was just an odd duck and was also captured because she did not know how to fly. Interesting. So this is like a Kashan fairy tale, because we've got the Kashan representing the murder of crows and the kite being the odd one out. Just then, it was the king of the birds. It was the king of the birds who saved the ducks. He was a white hawk. Is this the girl, and that's the guy that we've seen much earlier in this story, I think, that had a brief interaction with Griffith? I feel like I recognize them, but I don't want to be like, oh, that's them, because I haven't met them. We haven't been exposed to them much. I feel like this girl and that guy that was on horseback who was asking about the witch, I feel like we've seen them before, earlier on in the story. So these aren't just random appearances, I think. I believe so. Like that dude who witnessed Griffith talking to those people about freeing those souls. I'm pretty sure that's that guy. So there's been a lot of new characters recently that if they've only appeared like once or for a small period of time, I've yet to kind of retain them in the story. So we'll see. But he was a white hawk. The white hawk brought his servants, the dragons, and in a blink of an eye finished off the crows. That'd be Grunbeld, right? Hawks and kites are some things like kinsfolk. For the first time, the young kite met one of her own and realized she could fly. Dragons, incredible. Hey, did you hear that? Dragons are birds. One elf's heart in the bag. And then, the White Hawk rampaged around the kingdom, crusading against the murderous crows. Not only dragons, but ducks and even stray crows who had reformed followed the White Hawk. The young kite was special. Only she could fly in the same sky and feel the same wind as the hawk. Neither the wild dragons nor the frail ducks could do that. Oh, what a dreamy situation. But then, one day it happened. The duck princess, who had been captured by the Crow King, was rescued by the hawk. That's Princess Charlotte and her aide. This is such a funny way of telling the story while still, like, showing who it is. The timid ducks wanted the White Hawk and the Duck Princess to mate so they would have a strong tie to the hawk. My oh my. The young kite was not amused. She was the only one who could fly in and feel the same sky as the hawk. But it didn't matter. So I think she's representing herself as the kite. She must be that girl from much earlier. So the sullen young kite tried to distract herself by gazing at the sea. So, what then? What then? Well, by the sea, the kite met a young owl from the forest who was surrounded by seagulls. The kite thought, even though she's surrounded by so many seagulls, that owl looks lonely for some reason. We're kind of alike, gazing at the same setting sun. Maybe we can be friends, she thought. The owl thought so too. That's kind of cute. As long as nothing negative comes of this. Oh, that girl. I saw her heading towards the pier earlier. Really? She with you? You'd better hurry then. That area turns rough once the sun sets. Armed merchantmen belonging to wannabe pirates are always moored there. If you're not careful, you can get kidnapped and sold off in some foreign land. Off he goes. So, do you have anyone where you are who understands? Do you have anyone where you are who understands you? Let me see. My companions are almost all ordinary people, so when it comes to a magic user's feelings... I say it's love. Love, I say. Why do they keep doing this? It's nothing like... Then what's it like? Why must we discuss this? It's just... He's an adult who paid attention to me, and I kind of enjoyed it a little, I guess. Well, now that we've gazed at the sea and broadened our minds, we've got to go back. Back to where those we care about are, and those who care about us. Yes, we do. Get back here, you damn kids. What? Kidnapping? Pirates? Those are... Interesting. You can't escape. Wasting our goddamn time. Quit your crying. Don't matter how much you struggle, there's no escape for you. Now come on back. It's the lash for you. Stop right there. Huh? You will kindly curtail this display of indecency at once. Wow. And Isidra's just like, no, they're going to be in trouble. And that's the cliffhanger we end volume 28 on. So we could see them in a bit of trouble here, but Shiaka can look after herself. She can take after herself. We'll see what happens. But this was an incredible volume, as always. Like the past few volumes we've been reading have just like consistently been raising the bar, and it's been a lot of fun to read. So thank you so much for joining me for volume 28, as next time we read and react to volume 29. So we're in Civilization, but it was not a moment of peace for long. We're going to see what's going to happen next time with Shiaka and company. And hopefully our group reunites and doesn't get separated, because that'll stress me out. But there was a lot of cool stuff in here, and I'm always excited for more. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode of the Berserk Manga Read-Through, and I'll see you next time.
So otherwise, we're Friday.